All right, guys. So in this video, I will show you how to create Twitter moments in 2021. So Twitter recently updated their user interface so that the videos I have previously created for my training course and the videos that you see here in my channel or in YouTube are no longer valid when you want to create Twitter moments. So I decided to create a complete tutorial on how to create Twitter moments with the updated user interface. And let me just move myself over to the side here. On my website, jespernissen.com, I have created a blog post called How to Create Twitter Moments in 2021. And it's here. So if you don't want to watch videos, then you can just read the complete tutorial. It's in here. But let me just hop over to Twitter and let's get started. So as you probably know, since you are watching this video, Twitter is a social media partly owned by Google, and it's extremely powerful. I use it for link building for all my clients because it helps with indexing and it helps with visibility. It's especially for low competition keywords and also for local SEO. So the thing is with Twitter, you create tweets and you tweet them, and it can be text, it can be text with links, it can be images, and then you can include as many tweets as you like in your Twitter moments. And Twitter recommends somewhere between 8 to 10 tweets that you include that in your Twitter moments. So that's what I stick to. But let me show you very quickly how you do it. So I have navigated into my Twitter account. So I click on profile over here to the left. Let's see what happens here. See new tweets. Nothing happens. So I'm in my profile now. So I can scroll up and down to see the tweets that I have previously created. And I click on the blue tweet button here, and I will just write a tweet. This is a tweet so you can see how to create Twitter moments in 2021. So if I click the blue tweet button here, I tweet this tweet. But if I click the plus button here, I can add another tweet, and I will add an image. And I have already prepared an image called How to Create Twitter Moments in 2021. I'll press open. And I'll just create another tweet. And I'll include a link to my website here at jespernissen.com so you can see how that works. Check out my website, jespernissen.com. So, and you can see that Twitter recognizes jespernissen.com as a website URL. So if I click tweet all, let me just do that. Twitter automatically tweets these three tweets. So you see there's a tweet with the link to my website. There's a tweet with an image, and then there's this text tweet down here. So now I've actually already made the first part ready of my Twitter moments. So the next step is I'm going over to the more button over here to the left, and I click on this, and then I get this navigation menu here, and I click on moments. So what you see here is my list, is the list of Twitter moments that I have created previously. And as you can already see, I already created a Twitter moment called How to Create Twitter Moments in 2021. So because I created in conjunction when creating my blog post about it, but I'm going to create a new Twitter moment. So I can click create here or create new here. They do the same thing, these two buttons. So I just click create new. So what you see here is a little bit confusing at first because the screen is now split in two parts. The left part of the screen, you see a lot of tweets here, and then in the right part of the screen you see a preview of your Twitter moments. So what you first do is that you navigate up here in the top. You can see there are 4 different kinds of tweets. You can see here it says add tweets. So you need to determine what kind of tweets or what tweets you want to add to your Twitter moments. So you have the tweets you've liked, you have the tweets by account. It could be your own account, it could be an account by one of your friends. You can search for a tweet with a particular word, for example, hashtag SEO. And I can see all tweets that have used, I should see all tweets that have used hashtag SEO. Now I see this hashtag, yes. And then also collection. Collection is used if you use TweetDeck, which is an application that Twitter has made where you can manage several Twitter accounts at once, and you can make a tweet collection in TweetDeck. But that's what we're going to do now. We're going to select tweets by account, and then you are going to search for your own Twitter account. Yes, I know that it's very counterintuitive. It should be selected by default, but it is not now. So I just type JES and I can find my own Twitter account. So when I have selected my own Twitter account here, I can then see now all the tweets that have previously been created for my from my Twitter account. And I believe that it is showing, I think it's showing 50 tweets in the past, something like that. I don't remember the exact amount. So what I need to do now is I need to select the tweets I want to include in my Twitter moments. So just to recap, Twitter moments is a collection of tweets that you can collectively tweet out and create a little story that you can then share on Twitter and other social media profiles. So let me just select this one and this one and this one, because those are the 3 tweets that I just created. And then I click this button, add here. And you can now see that in the right side here, the preview part updated. So you can see it still says add title. It still says write a short description about this moment, but it now shows those 3 tweets, tweet 1, tweet 2, and tweet 3. And I think I can drag and drop. Yes, I can. So the image is now on top, and then this link, and then this text link. So I'm doing like this. So the text link is below. So the next step is to add a title and description. And let me just add a title. This Twitter moment is about how to create Twitter moments in 2021. Check out these tweets below to get an understanding of how to create Twitter moments. So now I want to add a couple of comments to this pop-up dialog here, because as it turns out, Twitter moments can actually rank in Google. So you can actually, if this gets indexed, if Google thinks that it's suitable for indexing, you can actually find it in Google, and what it will rank for is this particular search term here. So the search term that this Twitter moment will rank for is, and I'm quoting, this Twitter moment is about how to create Twitter moments in 2021. It's a very low competition keyword. Probably no one will search for this particular keyword, but this is what it will rank for. And since it is so low competition, it's going to be number 1 in Google when it gets indexed. So that's just a thing to keep in mind. The description I always take care to include relevant and contextual keywords in my description. So what I've written is check out these tweets below to get an understanding of how to create Twitter moments. It's a very short description. As you can see here, I have up to 600 characters now in the updated user interface, and I've written 87 characters. So I think that the amount of characters that you can tweet out is 240, something like that. So in the description of the Twitter moment, you actually have 600 characters. So you can write, a little story of of your collection of tweets. So yeah, I click save. And it's now updated. So the next step is I'm going to click on this camera icon to select a cover image for my Twitter moments. So it says now choose a cover. So what I'm seeing here is all the images that I have included in my tweets. And this is the reason that I'd actually tweeted an image in the first place. Because if I don't tweet an image, I cannot select the cover image here. What I could do is I could add an image from a tweet URL, but that's a little bit more. Then you have to know the correct the exact tweet URL that you want to add the image from. So it's much more easy to just tweet an image. So you can select it here, and I will select it, and I click next. And then I can now crop the main cover for desktop view, crop it for mobile view, and I'm cropping it like this. I click done. And I'm now basically done. So all that's left to do now is click publish. And I'm selecting public. I'm not selecting private because then nobody can see it. And I'm not selecting unlisted either. I'm selecting public. I click publish. And this is the last step that is a bit unintuitive. I actually have to click tweet in order to tweet it. So I click tweet. Voila. Your tweet was sent. View. The tweet is now here. Jesper Nissen SEO. This Twitter moment is about how to create Twitter moments in 2021. And when I click it, I can now see my cover image, my title, my description, and sorry, just click back here, and the 3 tweets that I have included in my Twitter moments. So there you have it, guys. This was the complete tutorial on how to create Twitter moments in 2021. And if you want to read the blog post instead, it is over here on my website, where it's very easy for you to follow. So yeah, that's it. Have a nice day, and take care out there. Bye.